I'm Honey the Dietitian, and welcome to Healthy Made Simple, where I show you how to make healthy eating simple. In this video, I'm going to share a really quick blueberry chia yogurt snack idea. Now, I love flavored yogurts. It's a nice way of doing something sweet that can also be a higher protein option while satisfying that sweet tooth, especially for an afternoon snack. But I don't like that for flavored yogurts like a blueberry yogurt. The main options out there are either going to be too high in sugar or they're going to have artificial sweeteners to give it that sweetness that I'm looking for. So I wanted to come up with an option that I can make at home that was going to be a lower sugar option, that was going to be healthier, and that I could also use a dairy-free alternative for. I am lactose intolerant, so I'm mindful of my dairy intake. So this is what I came up with as a quick blueberry chia yogurt snack idea. If you're not lactose intolerant like me, if you can actually tolerate dairy, I suggest doing this with Greek yogurt instead. I think it would actually taste better. I think it'll firm up better as well. And it'll be a higher protein option too. So if you are interested, stay tuned for my blueberry chia yogurt snack idea. Let's go. Now for this snack, I only need 4 ingredients, and those are going to be frozen blueberries, honey for sweetness, my yogurt that I'm using, and for this one I'm going to use this almond milk yogurt by Silk. This is the unsweet vanilla version. I like this one because it doesn't have that additional sweetness, but the vanilla flavor is really nice to add some extra flavor in there. And of course I have my chia seeds. Now I'm going to start with my cup that I'm going to use for my snack, just a little container. And I'm going to put in about maybe a 1/4 cup of frozen blueberries in there. And my gauge is kind of just enough to kind of cover the bottom. And you can always add in more if you like to, but I find that this amount tends to work the best. So right around a 1/4 cup of frozen blueberries. And I'm going to stick this in the microwave for 45 seconds to warm up those blueberries and really mush them down. Now here is what my blueberries look like once they come out of the microwave. You can see they warmed up. It's a pretty hot cup right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fork to mash these down. I'm going to try to mash these as much as I can. And you can see that blueberry juice that's releasing from the blueberries. So that's what's going to give it that blueberry color that you typically get in a flavored blueberry yogurt. And I also like to have the blueberry pieces in there, a little bit smaller, not big chunks of blueberries, but mashed up blueberry pieces all throughout. If you want to keep your blueberries intact, you're more than welcome to, but I just prefer it this way once they've been mashed up a little bit. And if you find that it's not mashing too well, you can always stick it back in the microwave for a little bit longer so that it's nicely warmed up and easy to mash through. But that looks right around good to me. Right to that point where you can see I've got it mashed up and the juices have released from all of those frozen blueberries. Next, I got my almond milk yogurt, so I'm just going to add the yogurt in there. And I typically will fill up the whole cup. And as you can see with almond milk yogurt, it is runnier than Greek yogurt. For example, if you get really creamy yogurt, Greek yogurt, it tends to be quite firm. And it does tend to work better for this because you can see the blueberries release their juices. So there's already some liquidiness that comes from the blueberries. So a thicker yogurt does work better. But if you are lactose intolerant like me, this is, I find, one of the creamiest ones. You can probably also do a coconut milk yogurt if you like that coconut taste. And I think that can be a little bit firmer as well. But this does tend to work. And I just filled my cup up with the yogurt. Next, I'm going to add in honey for sweetness on top. And I always love using honey as my sweetener in anything I do. I like that honey has antimicrobial properties. It does have extra nutrients to help kind of keep you on the healthier side. And I just find it to be a better, healthier, more natural source of sugar anytime I'm going to flavor something with sugar or sweeten it with sugar. And I went with right around there, and you can do this based on however sweet you like it, but I find that that tends to work for me, and if you need more, you can always add more honey right on top. And lastly, I'm going to add in about 1/4 teaspoon of chia seeds to go right on top. And you can do more than this if you like. Adding more chia seeds will also help thicken it up. I do suggest making this maybe earlier in the day if you're having it later in the afternoon for a snack, to give those chia seeds a chance to gelatinize and kind of firm up the whole thing together. And lastly, I'm just going to mix everything together until it all comes together, and then you'll start to see that blueberry yogurt color that we typically see in a store-bought yogurt, that kind of bluish purplish color that comes from the blueberries. And I do find that frozen blueberries work better for this than fresh blueberries, just because when you microwave it, they do tend to get juicier compared to fresh ones. So I've never tried this with fresh blueberries. If you do try it out, let me know how that turns out, but it does work with the frozen blueberries quite well. And you can see it starting to come together. And if you're not sensitive to chia seeds, adding more chia seeds, like I mentioned earlier, will help thicken this up a little bit more later, but refrigeration also goes a long way. So I do like making this earlier in the morning or the night before to give it a chance to firm up so that it's not so ready. And even if it was, it's really not that bad. It still tastes pretty good. All right, there we go. There is my frozen blueberry chia seed yogurt snack that I will be having later today. And there we go. Just like that, I have a nice, quick, easy blueberry yogurt snack put together. So I'm just going to put the lid on top, put this in my fridge, and have it later on in the day as a snack. I hope this gives you a nice idea for how you can make flavored yogurt at home without having all that extra sugar that would come from a store-bought one, or without having to pick an option that's going to have artificial sweeteners instead. And thank you so much for following Healthy Made Simple. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for my future videos, where I'll keep sharing quick and easy ideas like this about how you can add in some healthy snacks, some healthy meals for your everyday life and make it quick, simple, and easy. Thanks again for staying tuned, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.